The first time Doug Lockett remembers doing volunteer work was when he was 14.
Because at the time I was too young to get a job. So my mom just didn't want me to sit around during the summertime doing nothing and getting in trouble. So she was a member of, it's called the Yates Branch YWCA. I really didn't know what to do. You know, they asked me, what can you do? And then at that time I knew photography from going around with my dad. And I said, any camera that you have at that time, bring it down and I'll teach you how to use it.
That started nearly 50 years of giving back, which now includes another passion: preparing meals for the needy. The military veteran and former restaurant professional now runs the Underground Café, a weekly local soup kitchen that serves people in Northeast Wichita.
A gentleman named Tommy Mays, he started this maybe 7 years ago. It started for veterans just to come down and have a meal and someplace to get some information and just have a little camaraderie in a sense. When Tommy retired in a sense and moved to Louisiana, that's when I took over full time. That was 6 years ago. And every Wednesday for the past 6 years I've been, pretty much here cooking the dinner. Our motto is anybody from Cadillac to walk up is welcome to come down and have a meal. People that are less fortunate or whatever, let's say all your electricity's turned off or whatever, or just whatever, you come down and get yourself a meal. Kids come, like I said, they come from off of 13th Street and they come down and get themselves a meal. There's people in Williamsburg that'll walk over and have a meal. I couldn't do this without the volunteers that actually come in. I'm one of the coordinators, but it's the people that actually come in and do the volunteering work over the years. I cannot do all the cooking, the cleaning, and all that. We have children that come from Hope Community Church out of Andover. We have kids that come out of Mays, and then we just have people that heard about us and say, I just want to come down and volunteer. And they'll bring their kids sometimes, so they'll have a sense of, just not me all the time. Give something to somebody else a little bit.
Feeding others is something Doug learned from his mother, who volunteered at his school, Sumner School in Kansas City, Kansas.
Every now and then the PTA would do a hot lunch, and they bring the chili and the crackers and the whole deal and the milk. And my mom would come in and help, and all the ladies would come in and they said, "Is your mom over there?" I said, "Yeah," yeah. And she got out in the community and did it. My dad, everybody pretty much. And I guess he just kind of grew on me. And see, being in a city where, you just kind of want to make a difference.
In addition to his work at the Underground Café, Doug is also trying to make a difference as the volunteer station manager of KSUN 95.9, a low-power community radio station providing information and entertainment for the underserved in the area.
Thank you, love. All right, Boss Jock, out.
Whether it's the radio station, or the cafe, or the other smaller ways he makes a difference, his reward and motivation remain the same.
It's just a gratitude thing, it's a love, show some love to somebody. Because, like I say, during the civil rights days, you watch people doing these things. So people did things for me that I have no idea. Fast forward 50 years, then I can do something for somebody, and then that carries on. My son is 22 years old now, and I like for him to maybe, whatever he does in life, if he becomes successful, volunteer some time. If you just sit back and take some of your skills instead of putting them under a bush, help somebody with them.
Doug Lockett, the recipient of the 2019 Ivonne Goldstein Community Volunteer Award.